All right, teachers, I want to show you a couple more things on the Math Expressions website. Um, there are a couple of areas on here where you can find the student worksheets. They're going to have the student workbook, which I already showed you, but they're also going to have these worksheets that are called homework and remembering. And there's a few different places that you can find that. So if you go into the Math Activity Center, the teacher version is right here. You can find all kinds of different things that will help you, different resources. So I just clicked on the practice, and you can see down here we've got the student version and the teacher edition. So it will show you whichever one of those you would like to see. So this is going to be Unit 1, Lesson 11. So that's where the homework and remembering additional activities start for Unit 1. It doesn't start right at Lesson 1. It waits until Unit 11, or Lesson 11, sorry. And so this one in particular, this was a bad example, sorry, because it just says check children's work, but it actually has the answers on it. So, if you wanted to, you could use this as kind of a grading activity, but you could also click on the student version, and then this is going to be all of the practice worksheets. This one's Unit 1, Lesson 13. And you could go through and just select Unit 1. They've got the big ideas, select the specific lessons. So it's kind of organized that way. Another place that you will be able to find it is actually in the homework and remembering area. And you can see it's got all of the different units, but then it has the student edition as well. And so this was the one that I really liked because I could download all of the Unit 1 at one time. And so it's got the homework, activities for all of Unit 1, and I think it's got the remembering as well. Yeah, they're just not labeled. So this is the homework, and this I think is the remembering. That kind of go along with that lesson. Okay, so these are additional worksheets that you could use for practice. And then I'm pretty sure that if you just click on the Unit 1, this is the teacher edition. Yeah, so this will show you their answers, okay? So there's a few different places that you can find those. I know it's a little confusing, but I think once you kind of start using the website, it'll make more sense. Another thing that I wanted to show you was in that math activities. They've got some like math readers, which are kind of nice. This one goes along with Unit 1. So if you wanted to kind of do a lesson introducing, you could click through and have them read the story. It's not really loading super well. Maybe it needs 2 pages. Okay. And it will have, this is a first grade level, so it'll have little questions that are kind of, story problems, or having them look at the pictures to kind of extrapolate the information. So that's kind of a nice little warm-up activity. And then there's also an area called iTools. And I actually did use this quite a bit. One of the things that I did was just to take screenshots of the manipulatives and put them into my presentations. I have a lot of presentations for this that's actually just Unit 1, but it's on the Smartboard technology. It's not on Google or anything like that. So if you need some examples or a little bit of help kind of navigating and figuring out how to put some of these activities together, I'd be more than happy to help you. And so we've got the Math Mountains, which is, as I said before, kind of one of their strategies. And you can just type in numbers and it will check your answer. Great job. And if you get it wrong, that's what it looks like. Okay. So we've also got one of the things that I really liked to use were I did these number cards, putting the numbers in order. And so I would just take a screenshot of all of these. And they actually have, like little math tools and things that you guys can use to kind of, you could actually just load this page up and kind of have a little worksheet or a little lesson right on here if you wanted to, okay? So that was one of the things that I used quite a bit. I'm trying to find, oh, here we go. So this was one that I really liked because this has the specific individual little like manipulatives. So this is that, they call it the Math Mountain. I really like this one. And so this would be, I had my students putting these in order and then, identifying how many are in each group. So this is just kind of a nice little way to have some lessons and organize some lessons. They've got individual ones. This is the break apart stick, which is actually just a pencil. It's kind of funny. They've got coins on here, and then if you click strips, this is going to have like the whole entire strip. But yeah, they've also got these little, connector blocks, which are great. It's kind of a nice little interactive tool that you can use. 120 charts as well. So this might be one of the warm-up activities that you guys do. You can put little counters on here. This, honestly, I did not use this particular 120 chart because it's backwards. And I don't know the reasoning why, but I would use a regular 120 chart and just flip it around. So, okay. So those are just a few of the little resources and activities that you guys could use. Again, there's quite a bit in here. There's the assessments. We've got some more like teacher resources. So if you click on this, you can find all kinds of different things. We've got vocabulary cards for you to use, copy masters. So these are like the big visuals in case you wanted to use those. There's they've got like lessons in here that are specifically tied to this like visual scene, having kids circle and count and color things. So again, just lots and lots of different activities and things for you guys to do. This is just a little basic kind of overview of what it is. I can go into more depth and have a meeting with you one-on-one to kind of show you some of the specific things that might work for your classroom and do some brainstorming. Just let me know what you think.